Thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. It was double tragedy for BUHARI impostor as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu blows hot and the DG of DSS, Çọ̀Þọ̀RÌṣ, peed on his pants when he was under serious panic while Abubakar Malami was chased out of ʤàǹkó's court while he went to smuggle the useless case at her court. You know, the Fulani terrorist criminal DG of DSS, Çọ̀Þọ̀RÍṣ, was under serious panic. He was ordered to ensure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appear before Justice Binta Nyako. That was the order that was given to him. And the Fulani Janjaweed thought they could intimidate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu blew hot. And this caused Çọ̀Þọ̀RÍṣ to panic. And he paid on his pants. They wanted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to appear before the Federal Fulani Sharia High Court, presided over by Justice Binta Nyako. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stood his ground not to appear before the useless Sharia court. Even the new Fulani Nigerian government lawyer who went to persuade Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to appear at the Kangaroo Sharia court, presided over by Justice Binta Nyako, he had to flee because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told him the truth. And that made him to realize that the previous Nigerian Fulani government lawyers washed their hands off from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case because it was a dead case. It was a dead case. They knew the case was going nowhere, but would lead to the destruction of their careers. And there is no court that will want to hear or entertain any case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the whole of Nigeria. No court, except the Sharia court. According to the Fulani Nigerian government lawyer, he lamented that he will never allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case destroy his career the same way it destroyed that of Abubakar Malami, who is being ridiculed and mocked not only in Nigeria, but in the whole of Africa. Malami thought his deceptive plan would work on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so he hurriedly visited the Federal High Court Abuja and smuggled the case in by himself. But to his shock, Justice Binta Nyako walked him out of her court. And when BUHARI impostor called her to force her to make sure that the case comes up, she was intimidated by the brilliance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legal team. And she had no other option than to throw out the case. She threw it out. Because she has no jurisdiction. She has no power. The case has been taken away from her because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no case against him. So she was wondering, why did they bring the case up? Why did they smuggle it in? It was found out that it was the court clerk that smuggled the case into her daily routine. You know, Malami is a useless Fulani Janjaweed. Very useless one. He thought his deceptive plan would work on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but he was shocked that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not fall for the Fulani Nigerian government trap, but stood his ground and refused to appear at their useless Sharia Federal High Court Abuja. He refused. Even Justice Binta Yanko was forced to hear the case. But when she heard that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stood his ground not to appear at her court, out of shame, she quickly threw out the case to save face. She threw it out. She threw it out. You know, the leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, refused to appear before a federal high court in Abuja in protest against the Fulani Nigerian government's refusal to obey a court of appeal judgment that ordered his release from detention. According to reports, the refusal to honor the High Court was conveyed to Justice Binta Yanko by the Fulani Nigerian government's lawyer, Mr. Mohammed Abubakar, who fled DSS detention facility and threatened Malami to resign because the case is as good as lost. The Fulani lawyer informed the court that all entreaties made to persuade Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to have a change of heart were rebuffed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was said to have stood his ground not to appear in the Fulani Sharia court until the October 13 judgment of the Court of Appeal is respected and obeyed by releasing him from the custody of the criminal DSS in Abuja. You know, they have never seen something like that before. They have never seen it. Malami thinks he can be playing with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He thinks he can be playing with him or toying with him. He thinks Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a toy. They did not respect the October 13 judgment of the Court of Appeal, and yet they smuggled in the amended charges that was trashed and quashed at the Court of Appeal. Smuggled it in, thinking they can continue the trial and keep adjoining until Buhari impostor leaves office. But that failed, and they were super shocked and disappointed. They have not seen anything yet, the Fulani Janjaweed. They will surely pay for all the atrocities against Biafrans. They will pay. My brothers and my sisters, Biafra is the only solution to our freedom. There is no other alternative. Thank you for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.